This is the new Toyota Prado. It has more power and torque than the previous version, but the price has gone up across the range, almost $3,000 extra for this mid-spec GXL as an example. Sure, it now has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but is it worth your consideration? Well, that's what I'm here to find out. If you're watching this video on YouTube, hit like, share it with your mates, and make sure you hit subscribe to stay up to date with all of our content. And while you're at it, hit that bell icon. As I mentioned, this is a GXL. It has the Lineup's 2.8 litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine, and that's shared with the HiLux and Fortuna, and that has been upgraded to produce 150 kilowatts and 500 newton meters. The Prado continues with a 6-speed automatic transmission, and it has a full-time four-wheel drive system with high and low range. It has 7 seats, and in standard spec features include active cruise control, LED daytime running lights, 17-inch alloy wheels and rear parking sensors. As well as that, our test vehicle has the $600 premium paint, and that's bronze, and it has the $3,470 premium interior pack, and that includes leather accents and heated and ventilated seats. It also has a $1,150 towing setup with tow bar, tow ball and wiring harness. For even more details, read my full review at carsguide.com.au. Our test vehicle has the flat tailgate pack option. It's no cost, and it does give you a little bit of flexibility if you're touring or traveling, because you can open this hatch first up and get your gear in and out, so plenty of access there. There is a bit of a trade-off, because by moving the spare tyre from here to the underbody of the vehicle, you lose that sub-tank, so it reduces your fuel capacity from 150 litres to 87. While I'm here, in the back, there is a claimed 553 litres of cargo space with that third row down. It's a 7-seater, but if you're going for a weekend away and you fold those down, you're going to have plenty of room for your gear. In terms of dimensions, this Prado is 4,825mm long, and that's with a 2,790mm wheelbase. It is 1,885mm wide, 1,890mm high, and it has a listed curb weight of 2,265 kilograms. As in most 7-seaters, the third row seats are squeezy. And the news is a lot better in the second row, because there is a lot more room, and you also get those heated and ventilated seats as part of that premium interior pack. But up front is where all the action is, and straight away you notice the media screen. It is 1 inch bigger than before, and now of course you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There are plenty of storage spaces, plenty of spots to charge up your smartphone and any other devices you may have, and it really is a functional and real-life friendly space in the grand tradition of Prados. The Prado is a very decent four-wheel drive straight out of the showroom. It has heaps of usable low-down torque. The engine braking is great, and that comes in very handy on downhill slopes just to maintain a bit of steady momentum. Its off-road traction control system is very effective, quietly so. It's never intrusive, and it always just chips away. That extra increase in power and torque comes in handy in low speed, low range four-wheel driving. It's just a little bit of a extra oomph that you might need every now and again. As I mentioned, engine braking is pretty good, but if you need a little bit more grip, a little bit more control when you're on downhill slopes, you can engage Toyota's downhill assist control, and there you can see it is quite effective. And that low down torque at low revs comes in very handy when you have to tackle a steep, rocky climb like this. If you maintain a steady pace, you can just tap into that torque. You can use it to creep your way up. There's no need to floor it and go crazy, and it gets the job done pretty easily. Now, the Prado has a center and rear diff lock, but no matter how difficult the terrain is that we've tackled today, I haven't had to engage it. With a bit of considered driving, the Prado will generally get you up and over anything you point it at. I do have one or two gripes about the Prado though. It does tend to belly out going through deeper wheel ruts, those with a higher crest, that bit of earth in the middle, and the tyres just aren't up to scratch. They are not aggressive enough all-terrains, and that's what you need to take on all manner of hardcore terrain. Even with those power and torque increases, the engine is still not the most liveliest thing around, but it does get the job done, and it does get it done with a quiet efficiency. And for a biggish four-wheel drive, the Prado's steering is nice and light and precise, and that's handy just to keep you on the correct line, uphills and downhills, and through trickier sections of track. And the Prado easily handles gravel roads and dirt tracks as well, and it's never really unsettled except through deeper potholes and sharper irregularities in the surface, but generally it is a very nice off-road cruiser. On road there are no surprises. The Prado is a comfortable cruiser and gets the job done with very little stress. The Prado has a 5-star ANCAP safety rating, and that's as a result of testing in 2011. Safety gear in this new Prado includes 7 airbags, AEB, lane departure alert, reversing camera and more. Fuel consumption is a claimed 7.9 litres per 100 kilometres, and that's on a combined cycle. It was showing 9.4 litres per 100 kilometres on our dash, but our actual fuel consumption on test was 10.9 litres per 100 kilometres. The Prado's unbraked tone capacity is 750 kilograms, and its brake tone capacity is 3,000 kilograms. It has a 5-year unlimited kilometre warranty. All in all, the Prado is a very decent four-wheel drive straight out of the showroom. I mean, all the elements are there. It's got good low-range gearing, it's got a robust four-wheel drive setup, and it's got a centre and rear diff lock if you need those. And it is very, very capable, as evidenced by this climb. And the bonus is there are plenty of accessories for it, and there are also plenty of spare parts if you're in the middle of nowhere and you need those. It really is an overall package and pretty close to perfect. The Prado has always been a good solid four-wheel drive. It's an impressive off-road tourer, there's no doubt about that. And now with more power and torque, well, that's simply icing on the cake. It is a decent all-round package. It's good in the city and good in the country. Now you might disagree with me, and that's fine, and I know there are a fair few of you out there. Have your say in the comments section below, but make sure you go easy on the swear words.